Hey, welcome back everyone. I am Matt Larson 10, and if you saw my previous video that I put out talking about how the GOP is committing suicide by doing all these awful things to Ron Paul and Ron Pauls Delegates by disenfranchising them, somebody sent me a list and it actually goes in a lot more detail, and I thought I would share this with you about how the GOP and the RNC is actually cheating Ron Paul and the delegates. So I want to read this. Number 1. They illegally removed duly elected Maine delegates and replaced them with Romney scab delegates. Number 2, they stole delegates from Louisiana, Oklahoma, Massachusetts because they would not vote for Romney. Number 3, they indefinitely detained Ron Paul delegates on buses using armed guards to delay and prevent them from voting on rules in the convention. Number 4, indefinitely detained Morton Blackwell on a bus, preventing him from filing a minority report opposing new oppressive rule changes. Number 5, they drove Virginia Rules Committee chairmen in circles around the convention center to prevent them from voting on rules, thus allowing the RNC to vote in there instead. Number 6, they refused to acknowledge nomination papers from 6 states where a 5-state minimum was required. Number 7, they changed the rules on the spot from 5-state minimum to an 8-state minimum when they realized Ron Paul would be nominated. Number 8, they denied Ron Paul a floor speech prior to the vote unless he endorsed Romney. Number 9, declared unbound Ron Paul supporters as bound votes for Romney. Number 10, Boehmer ignored clear opposition to the rules voting that would prevent a Maine delegation from being seated. Number 11, they turned off microphones in the Ron Paul delegate section to prevent division or point of order calls from being heard even after 10 minutes of booing and protest. Number 12, they seated Ron Paul delegates in the nosebleed section to prevent them from being heard behind the territory delegates. Number 13, they passed rules allowing the RNC committee to choose and approve delegates rather than the states. Number 14, they refused video equipment in the convention center to allow undocumented cheating. Number 15, they cut off microphones anytime delegates cheered for Ron Paul. Number 16, called out votes for Romney as Romney votes, but called out Ron Paul as others. Number 17, when Ron Paul won the majority of delegates in Iowa, Nevada, and Minnesota, they only called out the few minority votes for Romney. I've had people that actually went there, and I don't believe they were probably allowed to bring in some huge, gigantic camera, but I'm pretty sure that they did live stream some of it, so they more than likely did that from just a cell phone. I don't think that they took everyone's cell phone, so I don't know how, what broadcasting equipment would be called, but if you watched any of the mainstream media coverage of it, you never really heard a whole lot about how Ron Paul delegates and all the other people were getting unseated. So these are more things that we need to look into and seeing if we can do something about it. And maybe, who knows, maybe we can change the outcome. I still don't want to give up on the GOP. I find it very hard. It's a struggle for me to even consider trying to stay in the GOP. But it's something that we can all think about and look down the line in the future and see what we can do. But if you guys want to add to that list, or if you have any other information, please put that down below in the comment or a video response. I ask that you thumbs up this video and share it with friends and family. The more people that see this, the more fraud will be exposed. So that's good. Also, if you're new to my videos, make sure you stay up to date with all the Ron Paul videos and all the other Ron Paul information, RNC information, by clicking that subscribe button so you stay up to date. As always, I'm at Larson 10. Go Ron Paul. Peace.